Hi, it's Karen. I'm back. It's Sunday. It's a cloudy, thunderstormy day here. So when it gets like this, I get into trouble. And that means I make some videos. Now, if I wanted to caption this a what was I thinking video, it would be I tried to take a movie via my laptop, which I did a couple in the beginning from my laptop. I think the first one was. I'm not even sure. But anyway, I did take a couple or one, and they came out fine. I think I didn't have a problem with them. Today, when I went to take the video, it kept moving in and out. I guess trying to focus, I don't know. If that was the only thing, I could bear with that for a little while. It was making me a little seasick watching it, but I could stand it. The problem was when I stopped the video a couple of times to play back to see if it was actually moving when you were going to watch it, which it was. The thing that bothered me the most was the sound was terrible. It was all scratchy. There was a little, almost a little out of sync, but not really. It's hard to explain. It didn't look right. It didn't sound right. So here I am trying to get this video done and catch you up on just a few things. And I'm back on my iPad for the video. So on Friday, I babysat for my 3 youngest grandchildren of my daughters and had a good day. We had fun. They were very, 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 very good. The oldest one was playing his video games most of the day, and the youngest 2, we went swimming in their pool for a little while. I had them help straighten out the kitchen. We made lunch. We watched The Incredibles, which I had never seen, and it's a real old movie from 2005, and it was good. In fact, I was sitting in a really comfortable chair, and the kids were hoping, I think, that I was actually going to fall asleep, because I kept shutting my eyes, and because I was tired, but I kept shutting my eyes, and every time I did, they'd say a little something to see if I had gone to sleep. And I didn't. I was just resting my eyes for a minute. And I actually got to the point where I got so interested in the movie, I didn't want to shut my eyes anymore. So I managed to stay awake. And it was almost time for their father to come home anyway. So everything worked out fine till I got home. As soon as I got in the house, Charlie says to me, "You got to talk to your dog." I don't know why he says things like that to me. Number one, it's not just my dog, and if the dog did something wrong, he can talk to it. Number two, the dog doesn't listen to us. The dog does whatever the dog wants to do. And of course, we're not talking about Sophie. We're talking about Simone. But Charlie decided while I was gone that he was going to trim our bush that the hummingbirds love, the bottle brush bush. I'll say that 3 times fast. The bottle brush bush. And because it had 2 trees growing out of it, along with all the vegetation. I tell you, we are not gardeners. We just kind of let things grow, because when we do too much to them, we tend to kill them. So anyway, we decided though we should probably remove the trees from the middle of the bush. I don't know what kind. Well, one was, I think, like a maple or an oak leaf. I think it was a maple leaf. And the other one, I think it's like another tree we have on the other side of the yard, but I'm not sure. Whatever it is, it's cut down to about 3 feet high. He wanted to take it all out, but I don't even want to tell you guys that. It had grown so big that he couldn't pull it out. It's in there really strong. He couldn't cut it out with a saw because he couldn't get in amongst the bottle brush branches. Oh dear, help me. Bottle brush branches to get at the trunk. So, as a result, it's cut down. You can't really see it, and he took all the leaves off of it. So it just looks like a branch sticking up. So, after I noticed that, he says to me about the dog, you know, you got to talk to her, because apparently he brought her outside to keep him company while he was working on the bushes, so he could watch her and she wouldn't do any damage in the house and she wouldn't have to be in the cage. And he put her leash over our little shepherd's hook that we have outside. And this is where we usually just bring her if we don't, you know, either before we walk her or if we're just sitting out in the patio. Well, anyway, he was cutting the bush and he stopped and looked down and Simone was gone. Now on the ground was her whole leash and her collar. Now, he said the collar was opened. She wears that collar 24/7. We don't take it off of her. He must have bumped it or something when he was putting on the leash in order to loosen it, because he even tried pulling it apart once he fastened it back up again. And I know there's no way she can get, I don't think there's any way she could have got in there with her paw and got it opened. I don't know. We don't know what happened. But anyway, the dog was gone. And the sad part of the whole thing was he had no idea when she left, which direction she went in, and where he should start looking. Of course, he immediately called for her, and she didn't come. So he walked to the front of the house, because he was at the front of the house anyway, walked up and down the street a little bit, talked to neighbors to see if they had seen her running around, and nobody had seen her. So he went back into the house, looked all around the house thinking, I don't know what he was thinking, because the dog can't open the door. Who knows what he was thinking. But anyway, he just wanted to check. I suppose he wanted to check to see if he really did put the dog out or what. Anyway, he decided to go out into the back, and our lot backs up to the golf course, or what used to be a golf course, and now is just our association owns it, and they don't run it as a golf course anymore yet. I'm sure they will, because there's a number of people that have lived in this neighborhood for a long time that want to get at least part of it opened up as a golf course. But anyway, whether they do or they don't, it's reserved land, so we'll always have buffers around our property, which is good, because you never know what's going to happen around here. Anyway, he looked down the golf course, and there was Simone. And she saw him, and she didn't move. He called her, of course, and she didn't come. But she didn't run either. So he slowly walked to about 50 feet of where she was, and then he knelt down on the ground. He was afraid to go any closer because he was afraid that she would turn around and run further away. because that's the way she is. But anyway, once he got down and kneeled on the ground, she came right over to him. He caught her, brought her in the house, gave her all kinds of love and doggy treats. So we have a dog now that thinks if she runs away, she's going to get a doggy treat. Well, in order to solve or help solve the problem, we went to PetSmart yesterday and got her a new kind of a harness that has a chest plate. Actually, it's for belting her into seatbelts in the car. But you can leave it on, you know. It's a harness. It's not going to hurt her. And it will actually be better for her where she pulls so much and she jumps around and was pulling on her neck because that's where the leash should attach. So now it's going to attach to her back. So it's much better for her. Hopefully this will work out. We're going to take it off at night because I had gotten her a cheap harness previously and she managed to chew through it during the night with it on in her cage. It was very thin and I know that's how she got through. But this new harness hopefully will work out. I'm not going to talk to more right now. I'm going to be uploading some more videos soon, if not today, tomorrow. I got a new Shark vacuum cleaner and it came it was delivered yesterday, and this is a Lift Away Pro Shark vacuum. I'm so excited. I want to try it out on the pet hair. I've got those special attachments for it, and on their videos it looks like the best thing. And I did read a lot of comments of people who had bought them, and they all gave positive reviews. Mostly all of them gave positive reviews. So I'm going to try that a little later, let you know how that works out. And until we see you again, peace, hugs, and God bless. Talk to you soon. Bye.